Welcome back for our fourth topic in the percentages unit, Unit 6. These are your real-world problems. So in this video, we're going to take a look at a couple different ways we use percentages outside of tax and tip, and then we might have to do multiple of those increases or decreases in the same problem. If you don't already, grab your note sheet and we'll be in this lower right-hand corner where it says real-world problems. There are two spicy problems we'll go through together. If you did the medium video and you run out of room, you can go ahead and write on the back side of the sheet and keep track there. My hope with this video is that at the end, you will be able to find a new total after two increases or decreases, or maybe even a decrease and an increase. And then my reminders to you are make sure you are reading the question carefully. You are going to have more than one thing to do with these problems. Make sure you get the order right. The second one is make sure we're changing our percents into decimals. And if you do not remember how to do that, you can just take your percent and divide it by 100. Now, for example 1. Says Brooklyn bought a concert ticket online for $36. She used a coupon code to get a 30% discount. The website also applied a 20% processing fee to the price after the discount. How much did Brooklyn pay in the end? So round to the nearest cent. All right, so I'm going to highlight my important information, which was my original price of $36. We also had a 30% discount and a 20% processing fee, which was after the discount. So that tells me I need to start with my 30% discount. So let's change that into a decimal. So 30%. Change that over into a decimal. We have 0.30. Now, it's a discount, so from my spicy percent increase decrease video, I know I need to do 1 minus 0.30, which would be 0.70. I'm going to take this number, multiply it by our original amount of $36, so 0.70 times 36, which gives me a total of $25.20, which would be how much I would pay after the discount. Now the website has a 20% processing fee, which is an increase, so 20% into a decimal is 0.20. It's an increase, so I do 1 plus 0.20, which is 1.20. I take 1.20, multiply it by my new total, 1.20, 25.20, for a grand total of $30.24. So after the discount and the processing fee are applied, Brooklyn paid $30.24. On to example 2. It says, during a sale, a store offered a 15% discount on a camera that originally sold for $770. After the sale, the discounted price of the camera was marked up by 15%. What was the price of the camera after the markup? Round to the nearest cent. So let's do our highlighting of important information. We have a 15% discount on originally sold camera of $770. Then we also have a markup of 15%. So the discount is applied first, then we are going to mark up. So just like the previous problem, I'm going to start with this 15%, change that into a decimal. So 15% into decimal, 0.15. And that is a discount, which is a decrease. So I do 1 minus 0.15, which is 0.85. Take that, multiply it by our 770. 0.85 times 770, which is a new total of $654.50. And now I do my markup. So again, that 15% as a decimal, I've already got that written down, so I know it's 0.15. But a markup is an increase. So I do 1 plus 0.15, which is 1.15. I'm going to take that, multiply it by my new total, 1.15, 654.50, which brings me a total of 752.675. Now, round to the nearest cent. So I need 2 digits after the decimal place. So I've got 6 and 7. Those are staying there. And I look at the 5. Now, I know that anything 5 or above means I'm going to round up. So my grand total after the markup will be $752.68. You are now ready to go take a look at Delta Math and look at the spicy questions. If anything in the video was not really clear or a little confusing to you, feel free to stop on over to my classroom. I'm happy to answer a question, or you can wait until the next time I'm in class with you.